Hey guys, I'm Casey from Socially Awkward, and today I wanted to quickly show you how to create and post your own Instagram story highlight cover photos. It's just an easy, fun way to upgrade your account and make yourself look a little more professional on Instagram and kind of tie everything in and make it a little more cohesive with your brand. So let's jump right in and I'll show you how to create them. I'm going to show you how to do this using Canva. There are many other programs that you can use to do this. PicMonkey is another one you can do, but Canva is my favorite. I think it's one of the easier ones to use, so that's what we'll be doing today. So go ahead and log into Canva. If you have an account, if you don't have one, you can create one for free. It's canva.com. And then the first thing we'll do is use custom dimensions. You want to make it the same size as you would make your Instagram story. So those dimensions for that are a 1080 by 1920. So you see how that shape is there already as the Instagram story. So the first thing we'll do is go over to Elements and click on Shapes. And then just take the basic one here. All we're doing is changing the background. So go ahead and make this, fill this out to make the whole thing one color, and then change it to fit your brand, your design, whatever that may be for your Instagram account. I'm doing this for my personal account, and I live in the country, and so sort of the general color scheme in most of my pictures is like mustard grass or like a green or something like that. You may have my business account is all pink, black, and white. So for that account, I would do this pink color. But for my personal one, I think I'm going to try and do more of like a mustard yellow. Let's see. If you're not sure what color to use, go ahead and just take a look through your Instagram feed and sort of match up what you think might work best. So somewhere in there. Okay, and then the next thing we'll do is go down to one of the circles. Now I like to have a little border in mind, so I'm going to go ahead and use this circle that has the border on it and bring it on over here. And then make it smaller. It doesn't really matter how small you make it, how big you make it, because you can zoom in and out once you get to Instagram to add it in as the cover photo. But smaller is best if you want any of the color outline to show. So somewhere around here will work. And then we'll go ahead and change these colors. I'm going to do white on the inside. And then black. Oops. And then let's see. Outside, I'm just going to do black. Okay. And so for each, you have to just go ahead and take a look at what categories you want. If you already have your stories, your highlighted stories there, just go ahead and look at the categories. One of my categories I have is vacations. So I'll show you using that one. So we'll just add some text. Now, the only reason you need text is because you're going to have to add these into your Instagram story and maybe say ahead of time something like, take a look at my highlights, just added new categories, let me know what you think, something like that in your story, and then you'll have to post all of these cover photos in your story. So the only reason you're adding the text here is for that reason to post in your story, if that makes sense. Otherwise, it'll just show in your, you'll see in your page, on your main page, it'll have it written underneath anyway. So we just want to add that for that reason. We don't want that to show, and so we're just going to add it a little further down here. And so I'll just make this say vacays. And then change the font. I really like this pink script font. And I'll just make that bigger. Okay, and so the last step in this is to add a little icon in here, and Canva has tons of free icons you can use. So go back to Elements, and then in the images, you can just search for anything you're looking for. So I do a lot of my vacations are to islands or Florida or something. So I'll just look for maybe a palm tree. So let's see, that's cute. Just drag it over, resize it. Now, if it's not a color you like, you can always change that here by just clicking up here and switching out the color. So I think that looks pretty cute. Let me make the circle just a tad bit smaller. And there we go. So you'll want to do the same exact thing for each of your categories. So another category, I post a lot about the things that I find at Trader Joe's. This is on my personal account. And so all I'll do is click this little one and it'll duplicate it. And then I'll go down here and just change this to Trader Joe's. And then I'll switch out this icon with maybe a food. Let's see, like, that might be too vague. Well, this is kind of cute, maybe fruit. Okay, perfect. So I'll do the cherries. But because I'm doing sort of a black and white theme with the mustard, I'm going to go ahead and change these colors to black. Okay, and so you would just do the same exact thing for each of your categories, and you would go ahead and download and save. And so next I'll show you how to actually put them into your Instagram post to make them all show up for your highlights. So the first thing you'll do is add to your Instagram story like you would any other photo or video. So you'll go to the home page and click in the top left-hand corner the camera icon. And then go through your photos, and obviously you should have the images you created saved in your camera roll, and then one by one you'll click and post them. So if you want, because these are just going to show up as photos, if you wanted to, you could pop on video really quickly and say, go ahead and check out my highlights. I have categories. You'll see next listed, travel, favorite products, yada, 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 if you want to. Otherwise, just post them, and then I'll show you what to do next. So you'll save to your story, and then you'll do it again for the next one. And then until you're done with each of them. So this one. Okay, once you have that done, you can go to your main page and then click on each category. So we'll do travel first, and then in the bottom right-hand corner, click on more, and then click edit highlight, and then go to where it says archive. And then you'll click on the graphic for that specific story highlight. So that one was travel. Okay, and then you'll click done. And then you'll go back here and click back on it, and then go back to edit highlight, and then edit cover. So you want to go to the graphic that you created, and then just zoom in to, I like a little border on mine, so you want to zoom in. If you don't want any border, you can go all the way and just make it like that. but I do like a little border. Okay, so that should be good. And then hit done. Done. And then you should see them here. So you do that for each one, and then you are done getting them posted. So once you're done editing those cover photos, you'll see they all line up really nicely. You can always edit the photo if you feel like the borders don't match up correctly, or if you change it out later on. You can always delete that highlight and then add in a new one. But this is just a nice way to update your account, make everything look a little more cohesive and a little more professional, and better fit with your branding. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you can get more videos like this. As always, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions on branding, blogging, content, online businesses, or anything of the sorts. I run a social media marketing business out of California, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. Go ahead and email me at casey.sociallyawkward@gmail.com.